is Tyra. I'm with Where's the Buzz. It is so nice to be speaking with you both. I am a huge fan of you both. So it's a pleasure to be speaking with you guys.
Nice to meet you.
For having us.
So let's go ahead and dive in. A Christmas Serenade. First of all, I truly enjoyed the film. It gave me all of the emotions, all the aspects, that a typical human would receive during the holiday season, from happiness, grief, hope, it was all wrapped into one. So as co-executive producers on this film, let's talk about, the creative aspect of it all. Yeah, like how much input did you guys have? What did you guys truly want this, film to represent?
Well, you mind if I start?
Oh, no, please.
Okay. Well, I think, what was really great about this project is our director trusted us a lot to make choices where it's like, oh, that line doesn't really feel organic to me, or what if the song feels more like this, or can we play with this? And, as an actor, sometimes you don't get to be that creative. You go in, you do what you're told. And I think on this, they both respected us enough to be like, okay, the network trusted us, the director trusted us, and they were like, what do you guys see for this? And I think by allowing us room to stretch creatively, we felt more comfortable, and the chemistry was it was crazy. It felt like we knew each other for a long time. Everybody would always be like, how long have you all known each other? We're like, we just met, basically. I think that was beautiful. There's a lot of components to this. There's music, there's performances, there's so much. So it was an honor. I mean, this is my first time co-executive producing. So, of course, the heavy duty producers are really getting in there with the budgets and everything. So we can't take that credit. But I think creatively, they let us come in and bring our vision to life. And as an artist, that's all you can ask for, is the room and the permission to stretch.
Yeah, she said,
he's a copycat.
He already said it all.
Well, just to piggyback, if any, to touch on what she said, we don't do this. See, it feels like I'm right back she gave you, anyway.
Okay, so we got to talk about this set dynamic, because it sounds like she gave you a hard time. I'm gonna let you.
Thank you. You know what? Speak on that. Ask her. Make that your next question. Ask her how hard of a time she gave.
We are best friends. He loves me. That's that.
Oh my God.
I feel like BJ wants to share more. So what was going on behind the scenes, BJ? Give us the tea.
No, I'm telling you, but honestly, it was funny because we maybe had met twice before filming this, mm-hmm. And so to be, quote unquote, I guess love interest, or exes, exactly. Yeah, she was ready to throw it out the sheet. Telling you, this girl.
She's back in character.
I know. That's what I said. I'm still dealing with it, and we were all the way in Ottawa, and I'm back here in LA, and we still dealing with it. So, but no, our chemistry off the screen just translated to the, in front of the camera. It was so beautiful to watch, and like she said, the director gave us leeway to, like, if something didn't feel organic, what should they say? What do you want them to say? And that's what the line is. Then here, let's do it. And it was so beautiful and so amazing just to be able to feel comfortable on a set with the directors, like, they have your back, or your partner. And amazing. Skye can sing her butt off. I'll give you the bad stuff later, but I'm gonna just sing her praises at the beginning right now. Skye can sing her. She's such an amazing partner to work with. She's so professional. She comes in, she does the thing, and and we didn't have like 2 or 3 months to get this down. Like, we had a month, and some change, and just so we're bouncing ideas off of each other, or we're running lines with each other, and then when we're laughing and joking, we might have a next scene that's not so glamorous or happy. Yeah. We're like, you go to your corner, I'm gonna go to my corner. Let's get back, where we need to be so that we can make this amazing. So it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience, to be able to do this project, and I hope and I pray that this, it gets across to the viewers when they watch this, because we're actually kicking off the Christmas holiday.
You guys are. Like Thanksgiving's gone. It's you guys' time to shine.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We are December 2nd at 9 p.m.
There you go.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and just talk about the music. Like, that was a huge part of this film as well. I know you guys both have your own, respective lanes of sketch comedy, of acting. Like, so what was it like being able to use your musical gifts on this film?
It was challenging because, I will say it 100 times, gospel is not something you can fake. And
you gotta be in the spirit.
So for me, it was
there it is,
you really gotta nail it, and for me, it was really a part of the research process was especially there's so many classical renditions in the film of songs that we've heard our whole lives. So you hear so many different renditions and you're like, what do I want to pull from? And there was a certain Whitney Houston rendition that I kept playing.
I was gonna hold off for that, but one thing they did was that, because when you think of Christmas, you think of Whitney. So I said, whose idea was this? This was amazing. I definitely caught on. I was living for that. I love that.
And Whitney, you can't fake the emotion that she had. And so I played a lot of those songs just wanting to capture the heart and the emotion behind it. But then on top of that, we have original music in the film as well, where there is no real guidance on the best way to do it. And, one thing that was great about the director was, I've been acting now. Of course, I sang before, but my comfort zone is no longer music. So there were a couple notes where I'm like, listen, I got a deep voice. Can we bring that down instead of up? He'd be like, yeah, I hear that's hurting you. I'm like, yeah, we got a few more songs to go. Let's bring that down. Right. So it was a space where we could be safe enough to make requests versus I think some actors, we overwork ourselves trying to give them what they want versus being like, I know I can't make that happen, but here's what I can. And I feel safe enough to make, a suggestion. But it was amazing, and BJ's super musical during lunch breaks. I would politely ask him to play guitar while I napped. And
oh, wow. You're just getting all on set.
I was very spoiled. I must be honest. He would bring me cookies after lunch to my trailer, phone chargers, and music because I was an angel for him. So we had a blast.
I just figured out her Christmas present, a charger. She stole a charger multiple times.
Every day. I was so busy loving Canada, I couldn't even focus. But, he's really musical too. He plays a bunch of instruments. He's crazy on the drums, crazy on guitar. And, even when we got to play in the studio, it was like, you have to be vulnerable because you're facing each other on these microphones and you can either shrink and not do the work that you'll be proud of or be like, this is kind of uncomfortable, but can you trust me? I need to trust you. And we had so much trust throughout this film where, I think the best part about comedic moments is knowing when to pass the ball. And we knew when it was supposed to be funny to be like, you know what, BJ, go ahead and say that or hand it back to me. Or, we really were a team on this. And the crew was delightful. Everybody was like, we love you guys. We'll miss you guys. And I hope that everybody sees we had fun. We had so much fun.
I mean, I feel the energy even on this call. Like you could tell the chemistry was there. You guys got along. And I mean, there's no better feeling, being able to work well with your coworkers. So, I'm so happy, that you guys had that experience. But, BJ, do you want to speak a little bit on, we can't leave you out in the musical standpoint?
Listen, you were talking about shrink. You can't help but shrink when you're in the booth and sing. She has such a beautiful voice. She's amazing. So when she's talking about you got to know when to pass the ball. This is all you, boo. This is all you.
You like this? You got it.
I'm gonna step back and just watch you shine. It's amazing because people were literally oh my God, she has such. I'm like, yes. So I'll give you your flowers and I'll talk bad about you later. But
BJ, please, I'm begging you to keep going.
I'm going to see right now. See, I'm done. I am so done with her. You have no idea.
That is so funny. I love it. So, BJ, I know you've done a few Christmas films in the past. So, if I could, I don't know, this may be very controversial to ask, but which one was your favorite? Did you truly enjoy this one, or just tell me a little bit about how this one was different from the others?
They were all different. They were all beautiful. They were all amazing. I'll just say this one right here, I got to work with Skye. So that just, it put the icing on the cake for me, when I got a chance to work with Skye. So.
It pays to pay, doesn't it, BJ? $20 and you gave me every answer that I wanted.
Yeah. I got to deal with this one, okay? I got to deal with this one. So let me just,
That's so funny. Look, I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling the vibe. So I see what was going on.
He had the best time of his life, is what he's saying. He's being silly, but like we had so much fun. The director would literally be like, okay, you guys, it's time to cry. Like, please stop eating cookies and laughing. It's time to cry. And we'd be like, okay, it's time to cry. No more jokes.
Yeah, that is so funny. I love it. But if I'm not mistaken, Skye, this was your first Christmas film?
This was, so I did one last year, but this was my first musical one and my first one co-executive producing.
You're right. I'm sorry, BET. Okay, so the first musical one. So we've already dived into music. So you truly enjoyed it and it was a time.
Yes.
So even with the music though, I know you mentioned, I'm assuming all of the songs, there were a few originals and things like that. Did you guys have creative, input on like some of the lyrics or like, I guess, how did that go?
Honestly, it was so well written. We didn't really have many notes. Like I said, it was just stuff where it was like, oh, this doesn't feel comfortable for me to deliver. But the music department, Owen shuts it down across the board. I think it's one thing to come in as actors who are prepared, but it matters lighting. It matters who is arranging and composing, who is directing. And like, we were so blessed to have a team where everybody was on their A game, and not only on their A game, but enjoyed being at work, because that makes a difference too, when you like can't stand your job versus love what you do. And so the music department, I remember we called each other when we first heard the references and we were like, this isn't a corny song. This is good. This is so good. So we were so happy that it was so well done, that it was like, we're in good hands, you know?
The music was amazing on this one. And it's funny because even if it wasn't our song, even if it wasn't a song, we were like, listen to this song. And we jammed to that song. We're like, all right, we need to learn our own song, but we're going to jam to this song for a little bit longer. So it was, the music across the board was amazing.
Yes, I love it so much. Now, with it, the Hollywood holiday season approaching, what are, I guess a few holiday traditions that you both have with yourselves or your families? Like, tell us a little bit about your holiday season.
We're hanging out with you for the holidays. It's our new tradition. This is what we're doing. Listen, we already talked about this. We hanging with you, girl.
Okay, well, cool. That's our tradition. So next year,
like, no, you will not, Smoothie.
I know, she's like.
I'm just rolling with the punches at this point.
No. For me, I just, it's always great to be around family. I don't cook a lot, so it's always, my tradition is always give me my plate with just yams and ham and put me in a corner somewhere. Let me just watch everybody, cut up and act a fool. So that's usually my tradition, And now watching a Christmas Serenade with everybody. There it is.
The family would enjoy that, watching their baby on the big screen.
Oh, there you go.
How about you, Skye?
I just enjoy the downtime. I love that everybody, kind of has some time off at the same time, because everybody in my family does something different. And so we all collectively are like, we're going to take a breather now, And so getting to do that. And I just love being able to spoil my loved ones, or, just get them something that they've really wanted. I have a little brother, so, his money is very important to him, and he's saving up. So I'm like, what can I get you this Christmas that you really wanted? But it's awesome to be able to spoil the people you love. Like it's a blessing to be busy, and it's as actors, we just want to work. So to even star in something, we're like, because we just want to be on set, period, and we don't take that for granted. Like, I think every set brings something new. And like I said, this crew spoiled us so much. Like they wanted us to try every Canadian food, and, we hung out, and we loved them so much that that I'm excited to see the film and watch it with my family and eat some good food and, pour a glass of wine and have a good time.
Yes, I love that. Well, it was a joy. This was such a fun interview. I had a great time speaking with you both. And again, I hope, the film resonates just as well as it did to others for me. So yeah.
Thank
you so much for your time, and best of luck with, the rest of your acting journeys.
Well, thank you. Happy holidays. And thanks for having us.
Happy holidays. Thank you.
See you later. All right, bye.
Thanks, Tyra. Thanks, Brenda.